Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela and welcome to my week ahead spread. So if you're just tuning in for the first time, I do a week ahead spread every Sunday. It is the energy, obstacle, and advice for the week. And this week I just can't get enough of this deck. I'm using the Journey of the Sacred Bee. I pull the cards ahead of time, kind of go over them, see what intuitive hits I get. And then when I do the video, I give my intuitive interpretation and then I go into the book. And I'm really digging the color scheme here right now going on. This is my candle. I got these candle holders, the salt lamp candle holders at a shop that's no longer around. They're like $10, so that was pretty cheap. But yeah, they're beautiful. They're Himalayan salt candle holders, and I have two of them that came in a set. But that's really kind of setting off the mood here. So let's get into it. So for my energy of the week, and I will say I've been pulling the Ten of Swords. I did not pull it this week, thank God, because the last 2 weeks were not great at work. So yeah, so for the energy of the week, I pulled the Three of Disc or the Three of Pentacles. And you can tell with this deck because it's right here. It's got a little letter showing what it is. And then it actually has a keyword. And the keyword on here is effort. And I really, first of all, this card is beautiful. It's a beautiful card. Let me see if I can move this a little. I think it's hindering my light a little. It's beautiful. And I really got, as soon as I pulled this over, as long as you put in the effort, great things can happen. And the last couple years, I've just been kind of, floating along, if you will. And look at those pentacles. They're all different, but they're beautiful. And they're like green, beautiful. Sorry, that distracted me. But I continuously have gotten this message periodically throughout the last couple of years where, I literally hear voices like, I'm like complaining about my writing and how it's not going anywhere. And then I literally will hear a voice, well, you have to put in the effort first. Or something with my home life and it says, you have to put in the effort first. So, I really got this week. I am starting to move, in a positive direction with things. And, I really feel, that this really resonates with me for this week, partially because I finally turned in my second assignment on my writing thing for school. They should get it in this next week. And then there's been several things happening at work that I just, on a normal day, without me trying to stay positive, it would have been things that would make me implode. So, I really, I feel like it's really screaming at me. You still need to put in the effort to try and, control yourself, to keep calm. Yeah, I love that. So for the obstacle of the week, I got Four of Swords, recovery. And I love the coloring in this. And again, this is all about, Four of Swords to me is all about resting, taking it easy. But with the word recovery, that really speaks to me of the last couple of weeks, because every week for the last couple of weeks, I've had the Ten of Swords in this spot, where everything and anything that could happen at work has gone on and has gone wrong. I was like, Friday, I was like, this is the picture of Murphy's Law. And if you don't know what Murphy's Law is, the short and long of it is anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And that's been my last couple of weeks at work. And of course, I realized as the obstacle with the Ten of Swords that I did have the control over it to be able to calm that down and not lose my mind over it. And it kind of gave me kind of an eye-opening experience the last couple of weeks, because it was like the universe was testing um, how much I've grown, if that makes sense, in this journey I'm on. And I think again, this kind of coincides with the Ten of Swords recovery, because the Four of Swords is not always about resting. It's about recovering from something traumatic or something that, you've had this specific kind of practice, or what's the word I'm looking for? Way of doing things your whole life. And now suddenly you're trying to change. It's like you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but at the same time you can, if they're willing to put in the work, the effort, to do the work and change. And recovery to me that's what it's about, is recovering from this old habits, these old things. And yes, it may be very traumatic. So therefore there's a period of recovery ahead for that. And I don't always take the time to recover from something. I just dive into, well, I'll just keep trudging along because that's my life. That's what I need to do. I'm an adult. I need to be responsible. But there is always time to take for yourself, to recover, to rest, to replenish and focus on what's really going on here, what's really important. So I love that. And so for the advice for the week, I got the King of Cups, and that is stunning. And there's no keywords for the King of Cups. And again, Cups is all about emotions, and I tend to have emotions go up and down, up and down. I go to the far end of the spectrum emotionally when I get angry, but when it's happy and joy and things like that, I tend to not show it. Just because the way I was raised, I feel like, any minute if somebody sees that I'm actually enjoying myself or happy about something, they're going to crap all over it. So I tend to not show the happy, joyous parts of myself, or the emotions. I tend to always kind of look sour and like, if I look mad all the time, nobody's going to notice, nobody's going to try to crap on me because they already think I'm mad or upset about something. And so I really have been trying to, the last year, really trying to change that mindset, that pattern, that habit. And it's coming along slowly. But I really feel that the advice is just show your joy, show your happiness once in a while. It's not going to hurt you. You're an adult. That pattern of thinking saved you when you were younger, but it's not doing you any good now. And I love that concept. So that's what I'm seeing in this week. And I love all these two really go together, but I think the red makes it pop a little bit too. That's beautiful cards. I love this deck. So yeah, let's go into the book and see what it has to say. So for the Three of Discs, and there's very little, just enough info on here to get you what you need in these cards, in the book. So the Three of Discs says, effort, Mars and Capricorn, collaborative efforts to bring forth great work, building with a plan to create something of great worth, apprenticeship and accepting critique for betterment. And that's the other thing. I have a very hard time accepting critique. Just because I'm a Virgo, I always strive for perfection in things. And when somebody comes back and says, well, this wasn't that great, I'm like, but it was perfect. So there's a little bit of single-mindedness there when it comes to stuff like that. But I think it's odd that this is the words that it chose for this card, considering I literally last week just turned in my assignment. And I am in kind of an apprenticeship with this schoolwork. So, maybe it's letting me know there might be a little criticism there. You need to accept it, take it in stride, and learn from it and move on. So that's interesting. And then 4 of Swords. Oh my gosh. Did I pass it? Yes, I did. 4 of Swords. Recovery. Jupiter in Libra. Rest after strife. And that's what I said. Taking time to recover from a stressful situation. Go within. Meditate. Oh, if that wasn't a slap in the face. Can mean retirement or taking a break to heal. And that's what I was getting out of that card is it's not always just taking a nap or resting. It's a full-on recovery mode for that card at times. Rest after strive, taking time to recover, go within, meditate. That's been a recurring theme also because I haven't really been meditating like I should be. So, yeah. That was a jab, I'm sure. This deck does that to me. And that's one of the reasons I love it, though. It pulls no punches sometimes. King of Cups. Fire of water. Caring, creative, and has a great capacity for love. Understanding and has mastery over their own feelings. Emotional maturity makes for diplomacy. And yeah, I was getting the happy, like, show your happy side as well, not just the bad side. And then when I was talking about the when I get angry, I go to the other end of the spectrum where I'm full on angry. So that kind of feels like another jab or another slap in the face where it's talking about emotional maturity. Sometimes I don't have it. Sometimes none of us have it. I don't think. But it's knowing when to hold on to the emotions and then when to let them go is what I deem as emotional maturity. And I'm working on it. And I just noticed for the first time, there's actually a silhouette of a cup in that bubble. That's pretty cool. And a seashell here. Love that. So I decided I'm going to also pull an oracle card today from my Sacred Creators Oracle. I cannot get enough of this deck as well. I've used them both together and they are quite communicative together. So let me see for the overall week ahead. What can you tell me? What advice do you have for the overall week ahead? I'm going to shuffle it here. Oh, and one flew out. Create alchemy. That's awesome. And we're going to just quickly read what that says in the book. Because this deck slaps me in the face a lot. Essential meanings. A powerful alchemist. Your calling, purpose, passion, the ability to manifest your dream into reality. Being on the road to success. New creative abilities. Activating dormant DNA. The spark of ideas. Wow, that gave me kind of chills. Self-care message. The minute that anchored you down. A need to believe in your dream. Too many projects or ideas at the same time. A need for focused determination. You are a powerful alchemist, and you are ready to transform the ingredients of your life and make your gold. You are about to step onto a timeline of great potential, where there is a window of opportunity to engage in your own evolution. Use your creator alchemy to refashion offbeat skills or to rethink unusual experiences. From your past, it will become relevant again. Ooh, this is interesting. These fleeting moments offer quintessential creators like you the power to activate dormant DNA, change your awareness of self, and experience a profound inner change. Some call it ascension, others call it a frequency shift, and others perceive it as a neurogenesis, epigenetics, or upgrade in consciousness. As you blend past in future, your creator core is ready to level up and draw inspiration from this upgrade. Try to remain on your highest vibe over the next few days so you can take advantage of this potential. Co-create willingly with Source and watch for unusual or eccentric illuminations to seed the way. Changing matter into creator gold will be anything but business as usual. Wow, that whole thing just gave me chills. Because I do feel like I've been on this like verge of something happening. And then with this, just saying, as long as you put in the effort and do the work, something's coming. And I've been getting this kind of message for the past probably 3 or 4 months that something was coming, something big. So yeah, that was amazing. So yeah, that was my week ahead spread. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And you guys have a good night.